Yeah, hi. Yeah, yeah. No, I think that, yeah, let's meet at 2 o'clock. Yeah, coffee sounds great. Yeah, I love that little place down the street. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've got to go. Yeah, yeah, I'm making a video. All right. All right. Talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay. Oh, hi, everybody. So you might be wondering why I was just talking on the phone when you started this video. And that's because the story we're going to read today is called Make a Good Impression. And I want you to think about when you just started the video, did I make a good impression when I was on the phone when you started the video? Is that a good thing to do at the beginning of a class or at the beginning of a job interview? I know you know the answer to that. Of course, the answer is no. So that's why I did that. And this story is in the book Road to Work. As you know, one of my favorite books for teaching English. It was written by Ronna Magy and published by New Readers Press. And as I said, the title of the story today is Make a Good Impression. And I want you to think about the word impression. What does impression mean? It comes from the word press inside of it. When you press hard into something, it leaves a mark, right? If you can imagine if you're on the beach and you put your hand in the sand, it leaves a mark. You are making an impression in the sand, right? So the same thing when you go to a job interview. There are studies that show within 30 seconds, people get a first impression about you. So it's very important to make a good impression in the first 30 seconds. So this is a story about a man named Tong who makes a good impression. I will read the story to you. I will go over some of the words, and then we will talk about the story a little bit. Or I will talk, you will listen, and I hope you will be talking back to the screen. I hope so. Okay, here we go. So let's look at the picture first, so you can start thinking about who are these people and what are they doing, or what are they saying? Okay, let's find out. 1. Tong worked as a janitor for 10 years. He cleaned offices in a 4-floor office building. Last month, Tong lost his job. He was laid off. And laid off, L-A-I-D is the first word. O-F-F is the second word. That's an expression that we use, which means he lost his job. He was let go, or maybe he was fired. I don't know. But he didn't have a job anymore at this place. 2. Now Tong is looking for a new job. Tong goes to a government job center. He fills out an information form. He talks to Mrs. Mendoza, a job counselor. Mrs. Mendoza gives Tong tips. The tips help Tong prepare for a job interview. 3. Mrs. Mendoza tells Tong, in a job interview, you need to make a good impression. That's how this word is pronounced, impression. I-M-P-R-E-S-S-I-O-N, impression. Dress neatly, put on a clean shirt and pants, shine your shoes, arrive 10 minutes early, smile and shake hands with the interviewer, turn off your cell phone, don't chew gum. So I know you all know all of this already. Now, of course, these days, during the COVID epidemic, we do not shake hands with people. I know everybody knows that. But if you have an interview in person, You can still smile with your eyes if you're wearing a mask, which I hope you will be. You smile with your eyes and you still make eye contact, right? That's very important. All right. 4. Mrs. Mendoza says, I'll help you prepare for the job interview. I'll ask you some questions. You can practice your answers. Then you can practice more at home. 5. Mrs. Mendoza says, Tong, why are you looking for a job? Tong says, I was a janitor for 10 years. I was laid off. Mrs. Mendoza says, what do you like about being a janitor? Tong says, I take pride in my work. That means he is proud. He feels good about his work. I like making the floors shine. I like cleaning the offices. I make the rooms neat and clean. He says, I like making the floors shine. Shine means making something so clean that the sun bounces off of it. Very, very clean, very clean. Mrs. Mendoza says, that's a good answer, Tong. You have a positive attitude, right? That's a very good soft skill, to have a positive attitude. He looks at things in a positive way, in a good way. The opposite is a negative attitude, to look at something in a bad way. 6, Mrs. Mendoza says, Tong, sit down at the computer, look at the online job listings, search for the key word janitor, and then I will help you find a new job. So keyword, I think you know that, but I will review it. A keyword is the word that you put into your phone or computer or whatever device you use to do internet searching. So when you do a search on the internet, if you are interested in a particular job, like Tong wants to get another janitor's job, he puts in the word janitor, and that will help him get information. So what Mrs. Mendoza is doing is very much what the JVS coaches do for all of you who are watching this, who are clients or students at JVS. All right, let's go over the story. What was Tong's old job? All right, let's see. You remember? Tong worked as was he a teacher? Was he a nurse assistant? Or was he a janitor? Very good, that's right. He was a janitor. Sometimes the word used is also custodian or maintenance worker. All of those mean the person in a building who keeps the building clean and sometimes also does repairs and mechanical and repairing mechanical things and just make sure the building is in good shape. Okay, what did Tong do on his old job? It says here in the first paragraph, he cleaned offices in a 4-floor office building. That's what he used to do. He cleaned offices. All right, next. Tong lost his job, and he was, do you remember that expression we use? That's right, he was laid off. Laid off, yes. And where does he go to look for a job? He goes to a government job center. So that is a place in a person's city that helps people find jobs. And as many of you know, JVS Boston is a very good place to help you find a job. It's not a government place, but it's a wonderful workforce development agency. That's what we call it, an agency, an organization that helps people get new jobs or better jobs. Okay. And at the job center, Tong talks to Mrs. Mendoza, and she is, what is her job called? Anyone remember? That's right. She was a job counselor. Job counselor. That's like job coaches at JVS. All right. And let's just do one more. What does Mrs. Mendoza tell Tong to research? She tells him to go online and put in the word janitor, and that will help him get started. And then she says she will help him to find a job. Okay, so it's always good to do research before you go for an interview to learn as much as you can about the job title, what the job actually is, what a person does, and about the company where the job is. All right? Okay, good. So this is called making a good impression because Mrs. Mendoza gives him advice. She says, you need to dress neatly and put on a clean shirt and pants, shine your shoes, and arrive 10 minutes early. And that last one is really, really important. They're all important, but it's really important to come 10 minutes early. You don't have to come earlier than that, but that's so you make sure you're on time. I always do that when I go to a meeting or a job interview, even on Zoom. I click on to make sure I'm going to be there on time. And I suggest that for everybody, for job interviews, for meetings, for classes. It's a good way to make sure that you will not be late. Okay, so that is make a good impression. And there are many other things in this book. I highly recommend it. Road to Work. You can get this at your public library. I know the public libraries are starting to open, and all you need is a library card. If you need help getting a library card, just ask your teacher or your coach. We can all help explain how to do that. You can buy copies online very inexpensively. There are used copies, or you can buy through the publisher, New Readers Press. Their website you find by looking up New Readers Press. Press, as in impression. Make a good impression. All right, I'm Teacher Ann. That was fun talking to you. I know all of you will make good impressions everywhere you go, and I will read another story to you very, very soon. All right, see you later.